Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly and welcome back to the toy box. Today we are going to be opening Angel here. Or Angelica, I'm sorry. She is an exclusive pixeling, so this is the next in our line of, not only is this wave 2, but this is also an exclusive doll. This one is from Target. So for those of you that have been following my channel, I have done a couple of unboxings here. Since then, I actually have completed series 1 of the Magic Mixies Pixlings, including both exclusives. So I do have Flita, which was the Walmart exclusive, and I have Winter, which was the Target exclusive, and then I have all 3 of the Wave 1 Set 1 dolls, which is Dearly, Marina, and Uni. And then I also got the set 1 wave 2. I have Amber and I have Faye. I was able to complete the rest of my collections because they all went to around $10, either on sale at Target or on clearance at Walmart. Their prices seem like they went back up. At least at Target seems like they're at full price. They're not on clearance. And at Walmart, they're like 14 or 15 each. But yeah, I was able to get them for the ones I didn't already have. I was able to finish the set for around $10 a doll. This one was actually a gift from my husband. And then this one I got on sale at Target, which I believe I did an unboxing for her. And then the other 4 I got for really good prices, around $10 each. So I do currently have a complete collection and would like to eventually complete the Wave 2. But I do have, as I said, the Wave 2. I have the exclusive Target variant. I do believe she was a little bit more than a regular one. I don't remember how much I paid for her off the top of my head. Now, I just looked her up, so she was $19.99, so she was $20 instead of $14.99, so she's about $5 more than a regular one. But again, it is because has a little bit more of the deluxe of an outfit. I can compare it to the ones that I currently have from Series 1 and see, but again, I don't have any from other ones from Series 2 as of yet. When I picked her up, she was the only one that they had. I haven't seen any yet from Series 2 besides this specific one. And again, my Target only had one in stock. I don't know how rare she's actually going to end up being. I don't know if it's just because it's newness bias or if this one's actually going to be rare, because I do believe that there is one that's supposed to be rare, but I'm not 100% on how that works yet, because from what I understand, this up here still tells us which character is inside. So, as a reminder, I do keep my videos friendly, but this is technically an adult channel meant for adult collectors, so if you don't want the magic ruined, turn away now. But we are going to grab another bottle from the old set, and it is going to show you some stuff, so I just want to use it for comparison. But you are able to unbox these without doing the water portion. As you can see back here, the potion is still all back here. All you have to do is unscrew the top. I did that for the ones that I did not unbox with you. I believe this pink is from Amber, but I could be wrong. It might have been from Dearly or from you. I can't remember. I think I could actually tell you because, oh no, Flita just fell over. I kept everything, which that was the nice thing about not doing the water, is that, this is from Dearly. This part didn't get ruined. Whereas when you do the water usually tends to end up getting into this tube here, getting the doll a little bit wet, which is annoying, and then ruining the collector's guide, which isn't, because they're not like super mystery. The collector guide isn't as important, but I would like to see it in this one because I haven't really seen much of the designs of the new characters. I've kind of been avoiding as much of the, reviews and stuff of the new characters as possible because, like I said, I do want to eventually, hopefully with some good sales from Target, get the rest of them. I have also seen the 12-inch variant, or one of the 12-inch variants for the Magic Pixlings. I think they're still called Pixlings, even when they're the taller bodies. I do really want to get one of those, but they're currently $50, so that is a wait for a sale doll for sure. Now, Onto her right here. So on the front side is a exclusive golden angel, but her name is Angelica. It says Magic Mixies Pixlings, and then deluxe fashion and accessories. Mix your potion. This one's only at Target. This is just a sticker they stack on top because when they designed her, they didn't design her for Target, but Target was the one that bought the exclusive rights to her. And then says, who will you magically create? Which we know who we're magically creating today. And from what I understand, we still will, because this top right here, just like those diamonds told us who was in it before, this top will tell you who it's in now. It is a little bit of moon shape. If you can kind of see, I know it doesn't always pick up on camera. It has a little bit of like a lenticular design to it. So you can still see that gem like kind of appear and disappear on the moon. It is only printed on the one side. On the other side, it's just crystal-like. If we look here at the back of her packaging, let's see if we can get it to where you can see it too. It says Angelica exclusive pixling with deluxe evening dress, wand, and headband. Goodness shines from every sparkle of Angelica's gown. Using her magical wand, she'll cast a spell to fill your positive power and lift your spirits. Pure of heart, this angelic pixling will guide your happiness. And she has deluxe dress, headband, and wand. What I assume by deluxe dress is that it's going to be like how, so for here, we have a molded on top and then a fabric skirt. Same thing even with Flita, even though she was an exclusive. She was considered an exclusive, but not a deluxe. Where Winter was considered a deluxe, so she also came with a full fabric skirt, a headband, and a wand, as well as she had a capelet. So you can kind of see the difference between a regular and a deluxe, where they have full fabric outfits and accessories, whereas the standard just come with a molded top. Sometimes it's fully molded where it goes all the way down. Flita does have that. Some sort of fabric skirt, and then shoes, as well as they're molded on details. That's one of the things I love about Pixlings and why I have a full collection, is because of all the little details, and even like they're molded on clothes. I know a lot of people don't like molded on clothes. I'm not a huge fan of them unless it works. And with the Pixlings, it works because they're small, but they have a lot of detail that we wouldn't be able to get unless we had the molded on materials. If we try to use fabric, it just would not be enough to get all those little details on such a small doll, at least in my opinion. So, and they fit so well with the dolls anyway, because they're very specific. I wouldn't want to redress them to style them differently anyway. So we're going to take this off here. I'm assuming this is going to be pretty similar of an unboxing experience to the first series. Hopefully though, it won't be too hard. Now I do see that the top looks quite different than it did before, but I also know when I opened Winter that her bottle looked a bit different than a regular one. So I'm wondering if this top is unique to her, or if this is what they're all going to look like. I'm assuming probably color variation. They're probably going to look the same, but like I said, I've really been kind of avoiding the content for these because I want to unbox them myself. So I have this pretty like rose gold plastic up here. You can still see the moon at the top, and we do have this tag over here. So it says do not unscrew the lid. Shimmerverse potion guide. But we do want to remove that. Obviously, like I said, we're not going to unscrew the lid, but we do want to remove this piece here to get it out of the way. And we can look at the tag really quick. It just shows us what it has, as well as warnings about the potion material. It contains 1 vessel, 1 small doll, 2 accessories, 1 set of ingredients, single use, 1 instruction manual, and 1 collector's guide, which I have a feeling like is still going to be in the place where it's going to get wet, but you know, what can we do about it? Now we have this big rubber band. We're going to pull that off the back and off the bottom. I do like this blue detail down here. This is really pretty. It's kind of almost like a little cloud effect, kind of very crystal, which again, I'm assuming that this print here is different than it is on the other ones, just because that's my experience with Winter, that her bottle was unique because she was a deluxe. We have our potion ingredient number 4, number 5, number 3, our potion Shimmerverse guide. It's going to show us, that's the last couple steps. It's going to show us steps 1 all the way to 15. And then here is our number 1 ingredient. Allow me to grab some scissors. Hopefully we won't make as much of a mess as we did before. I do have a towel on standby though, just in case. And hopefully this is enough water. We'll find out. It's gonna work. All right, so attention, potion making can get messy. Place your potion bottle on a plate for easy cleanup. I think I did that before, but it's okay. We'll just use my towel. Pour in your Pixlings Power Elixir. Wipe any spilled Pixling Elixir using damp cloth. Pixling Powder Elixir dries clear and should not stain most common surfaces. All right, so that means we're going to take number 1 here. We're going to take that little... I don't know why it feels so zoomed in. I'm like all the way as far out as I can go. So we're going to take this, cut it right here at the top, which this does feel a little bit more spouty than last time, so hopefully it makes a little bit less of a mess. And we're going to pour that down into the bottle. In there. I really do like the design of this bag. It looks like a potion bottle itself, or you know, like an actual bottle. It has this cute little handle here and everything. They put a lot of effort even into those, because of course, again, a big thing about these dolls is the unboxing experience. To me, I just love the dolls themselves as well. So I don't have to have the unboxing experience in order to enjoy them, but that's this brand, Magic's Mixies. That's the whole thing. You know, it's all about the magic and the potions. So, there we go. I'm going to get every last drop of that I can. For our step 2, we're going to fill the potion bottle to the water line. I'm afraid this isn't going to be enough. If it's not, I will go get more water. Okay, so I filled it up the rest of the way. So it looks like it takes about 1 cup and 3/4 of water, because I filled it up to 1 cup again and I still have a 1/4 left. So if that helps you doing yours, but there is a full bottle. It does have warm water in it, which usually helps with these kind of things. And then we have step 3, which is sprinkle in shimmering essence. Sorry, I like ran because I didn't want to possibly ruin the potion by waiting too long. It says, it looks like it's supposed to there it goes. You peel it apart, which hopefully means that we won't end up with cut ingredients like we have in the past. So that is an improvement, because in the past it had little cut lines and then you ended up or rip lines and you accidentally end up cutting your potions. So here are our little shimmer sparkles. We're just gonna drop those in the top. I think they got a little stuck, so let's help them. There's one. I saw it drop in. See if we can get those down into there. All right. And then 4, pour in Pixling Magic Elixir.
Same thing as before. If you get them anywhere, just wipe it down. So we're going to tap the top here.
And again, it has this nice separation here that makes it where it's a lot less messy than the previous one. And this nice handle here to help you hold it. And then you just dip it in, because it already has kind of that angular shape in where the cut line is. Again, it makes it, in my opinion, a lot easier than last time where it was try and cut it at an angle. This time it kind of makes it a little bit more foolproof.
And adding that, as you saw, just finished it the rest of the way up. So now it's all the way to the top. Because I was kind of curious why we only filled the water to here and not a little bit higher. But this finishes that off. All right.
And then 5, we're going to add the Cosmic Charm, which is going to be this one here, which again is another little peel. So we pull the bag open. And we have this little hair, looks like a little hair bow. We're going to drop that in. There it goes, all the way down. It's hard to see because it's dark, but I just saw it slide down. Remove the pink ring, which is this up here, which will, it technically can be used as their stands. I will test this one out, but I find that they stand just fine on their own, and that the stands are just kind of a little bit more in the way. It is helpful, though, if you want to stand them on top of their jar, which I think would make a really cute display if you had the room. And then, as we do that, then we're going to turn the moon gem until it stops to reveal the magic words. And the magic words are up here on the top. You get to see them. And it is Magicus Mixius, which is the same magic words that we had in the last series. And then it says, say the magic words, Magicus Mixius, and push down hard twice on the moon gem. Release and wait time for the shimmer potion to turn potion clear. Magicus Mixius, Magicus Mixius. Boop. Boop. Oh, did you see that shimmer? That was so cool. Okay. That was the best reveal we've had so far. That extra glitter, I don't know where that came from. That is so cool. And it's like bubbling. Oh my gosh. And she's so pretty in there. I love this. I'm just worried it's going to stop as soon as I do it, but I just want to show you that. As we completed the potion, now we have the sparkle and shimmer floating up here. So you have these really pretty bubbles as well as this very beautiful shimmer. As much as I could stare at this all day, we're going to go ahead and open this up so we can get our doll out. Very carefully. And she is holding all of her surprises. When winter came, all of her surprises actually came in a separate piece. Oh, look at that. That is a different design. I am very, very impressed. It seems like they took note from previous releases and made some things better for us. It's a plasticky material instead of the paper. And I do still feel like it's not soaking wet. So this is the Shimmerverse series. So this is specifically, that's why it's Shimmerverse is not the whole thing. It's just this particular series that she's from. This Shimmerverse series collector's guide. We open this up. Welcome to Shimmerverse. Enter a new magical realm where Mixies, Pixlings, and mini Mixies live together and spread magic across the world, leaving little sparkles wherever they go. You have created Angelica, the Shimmering Angel Pixlie. Potion power is positivity. Goodness shines from every sparkle of Angelica's gown. It's the same thing that was on her back. And it says, which one will you find? We have the return of Morena, a new character named Fiona, which is a Phoenix Pixie. Sorry, I want to make sure you can see those. We have the Will You Find limited edition Uni. Only 1,000 limited edition characters available in Pixlings potion packs across Shimmerverse series. All right, so we're probably not going to find her. I'm not sure how this one works, if she's just randomly placed inside the other ones or if she is short packed and she's a separate one. But seeing as it's kind of showing you their gems up here, so it's showing you that if you look at their shimmer in the moon, see how this one has like that kind of like diamond shape? I think if you do the lenticular, you'll be able to see like their logos. So I don't know if she'll have a different one. And then we have Caitlin, Cat Pixling, which is a new Pixling. And then we have the return of Faye, which is a Fairy Pixling. So I may wait on Faye and Morena just to try and get all of the different characters. Although I probably will get them again anyway because I love all of these so much. But I think I would probably focus on Caitlin next because I do like cats. And then we also have available Uni and Rainbow Star, Doll, and Pegasus Pixling, which I believe still comes in the bottles. And you still have a magical reveal for them, but it's just a little bit wider. Oh, this is where that's where the sparkles were. Because you can see that this punctured that bag. So that's what made... See that? So that's where all the sparkles came out of. That is so, so cool. Out of the box right away, she does not feel wet, which is really good, especially like I said the last series. At least their feet were like always wet. I feel a little moisture on her skirt, but nothing terrible. And here she is out of the box. I just want to point out before I go any further that it has been a few days since I recorded that first part of my video. Unfortunately, I only have small time to record at a time, so it's gonna kind of be choppy for a while. So as usual, I do apologize if I repeat myself a lot. I don't remember everything that I said in that previous recording. But for now, we'll just go ahead and focus on our Angelica here. We'll go from top to bottom, and then we'll kind of take a look at her next to some of the other mixlings that we've had, specifically like Winter back here, because it's going to be the same kind of like level that we had with Winter. So we start with her top. She does have this rose gold halo right here. It is removable. It's not tied in with anything or tied down. I did pull it out, but I had to put it back in there for now so that it can stay nice. It does have, as you can see, kind of those little teeth in there to help hold it on her head, and it does stay on pretty steady, especially considering it's not tied into anything. It also has these little diamond details here along the side, if I didn't point those out yet. Back here we have her ponytail. I would say pulling a little bit more yellow on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it is a little bit more of a creamy white. I think it's kind of from this like tinsel in her hair, which I personally have no problem with tinsel in the hair. I know a lot of doll collectors don't like it, but also a lot of doll collectors like to restyle their dolls, and that's not something I do too much of. I do love to play with their hair and like brush through it, but restyling isn't like the biggest importantest thing to me, so having tinsel in their hair isn't the end of the world to me. I do know over some time it can get a little bit messy and a little bit untamed, and if that's the case, I'll take it out then. But for now, she'll get to keep her tinsel, at least in my collection. If I hadn't mentioned already, her hair is in a high ponytail, and as of right now, with her head straight, it does kind of go to just below her knee, probably about like mid-calf here, so that would be mid-calf. I would say if you probably pull the curls, it would go down to about her ankles. So my guess is if it was out of the high ponytail, it would be past her feet. If not just about, especially if you pulled the curl and straightened it. So she does have quite a bit of hair, and it is nice and soft. I'm not really sure what kind of hair type it is. I'm not good at that. But it does feel really soft, so it does feel to be a good hair. And so far, all of the other mixlings have had really nice hair. Like, that's one of the things I really like about them, is they have very genuinely soft hair. And these are a little bit of a pricier doll, especially for the size, but they're really high quality considering, and again, that is kind of to be expected with Magic Mixies, because anything from this brand, because these are Magic Mixies Pixlings specifically are the doll styles, but Magic Mixlings is the overall brand, created by Moose Toys. And they're very focused heavily on the unboxing portion of it. So the fact that we do still get really high, nice quality toys inside of that unboxing, I really appreciate, especially considering it's like clearly like it's not just about the unboxing, because I was happy to buy some of my set 1 dolls and not even do the gimmick and just take them out because the dolls are that amazing. But that's also why like the 12-inch variant of these is like $60, and why I'm definitely waiting on that for a sale, because I'm more concerned about the doll, and I'm not paying $60 for 12-inch pixeling when I have my horde of baby pixelings that I'm very happy with. Anyway, her front here, we do have her little swoop bag. I'm not sure if this is a part line or not, but this area here does feel to be thicker than on this side here. What I'm thinking it is that they took a little bit of hair and wrapped it over the top, so it's underneath there as well, so that's probably why that feels a little bit thicker. But then it swoops back here and goes ahead and enters into her braid. I really like how this swoop bag accentuates the pink stripes on her hair. I think that's really cute and really pulls that out, whereas like back here they kind of just like mix in with the rest. Up on her forehead we do have her gem. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that nice and close. As I may have mentioned, it does match the lenticular design that we saw in the moon at the start. She has this really cute design with these little stars going around the outside and this little circle behind it. I do like the kind of shimmer that we have from that backing in the back there. Very pretty. She has some dark pink eyebrows. And then here we have in her eyes, we have some yellow in the corner, as well as some bright pink going further out. And then her like lids seem to be dark blue, as well as some dark blue upper and lower lashes. Now in the pink we also find some design, so you can see a little bit of yellow down here and a little bit of yellow up here that is shaped to be a little angel wing, which is super adorable. As you can see on this eye, the printing does look a little low. It's kind of sitting here on her cheek, and that's something that can happen, especially with blind box dolls, so you can't really see those, but it doesn't really bother me. The only reason I even noticed was because of how zoomed in we are right now on her face. Now if we go a little bit further down, she does have some bright pink here on her cheeks, like right under the eye, and then bright pink here on her nose for some blushing. And then she has this really cute lip shape. One of the things I really love about Pixlings is that they have different mouth shapes and different ear shapes. Like each one is very distinctly unique. And that's also something that's going to add to the cost of these dolls, is that especially for something this small, for them all to have unique sculpts for their faces and parts of their body is really amazing. And I will definitely, like, I'm happy to pay a little bit more for all the detail that we have on these dolls. Her pink lips are kind of like a soft bright pink. I don't know if that makes any sense, because they are definitely brighter pink than like this baby pink on her dress, but they're still soft. They don't like stand out like neon or anything against the rest of the colors. They really work in with the rest of her makeup. I do like that they kind of gave her a darker makeup look compared to the light pink that's kind of throughout the rest of her outfit. It kind of makes her face stand out really nice. Here on the side we have, like I was saying, they have their unique shaped ears. These kind of feel to me a little similar to Faye, but they are a little bit flatter almost. They're not as defined, but they do have this really pretty gradient where they go up to this like brighter pink up here at the tips. Again, kind of that little like blushing up here towards the top. If we move down, she does have on a molded on necklace, which I believe is the first time we've seen that. Again, most of the other ones have a molded on top and not fabric dresses, but even with Winter, who does have a full fabric dress, she does not have this molded on necklace. Here on the back we do have her wings. They are a kind of like pearlescent color. They are rose gold and they are flexible. However, they don't have any sort of structure to them, so they don't like stay in position. They just kind of fold back, but that's how most of the wings are on any of these Pixlings. There is this little bow back here as well, which is super cute. Oh, looks like it can rotate a little bit side to side. I really love the wings that they give them. They're so pretty. Again, just all this little detail is just so amazing to me. They kind of look like individual feathers from this side. And we have this little nice texture back there. They're so beautiful. I don't think I mentioned that on her necklace, it is shaped kind of like that gem that she has on her forehead. So she has a little matching necklace to her forehead. Then we have her dress. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see it all together. I would say it's kind of almost like a prom dress style. I believe it's called A-line because this right here is right underneath her bust, where her hips are down here. So it's not quite like waist height, is a little bit higher than that. It is in this baby pink with some plastic straps up at the top. Right on her bust line we do have this gold strap that goes around, as well as this bow, which in person is a little bit more rose gold, where on camera it kind of looks like a gold, but in person this does look a little bit more like a rose gold for her big bow and the strap around the dress, which does go all the way around to the back, and the back does Velcro close. And then she has these stars all over, which again are a little bit more of a rose gold. The bottom of the dress does seem to be unhemmed, but again, it is a material that I don't think we have to worry about. It's kind of that faux satin. And then up here we have kind of a nice tulle, again with a small enough, say like thread count. I don't know if that's the right term, but I feel like it is. It's thin enough that we're not going to see fraying on this either. But as you can see from me doing that, it is two different layers. So we have our upper layer, which is the tulle with the print on it, and then the lower layer, which is the baby pink. There is a strap there that helps keep it up, and her painted on underwear, which is something we've seen with the other Pixlings as well. And then here are her shoes. They are just below the knee. They're little straps that go all the way up into this bow. And they do have wings here on the back, kind of like an Archimedes type shoe. If we look at the bottom, they are blank. They don't really have any design other than our Magic Mixies right over here that we see on all of them. And these are thicker shoes, so these are more of a platform rather than like a heel. There is a little bit of a shape to them because the Mixies do have a very small incline, but most of the time their feet are mostly flat. It just depends on the cut of the shoe, whether or not it's a heel or not, which is something I really like. I think they do a really good job of giving variety even in like the shoe molds. That's one thing I really, really love about the Mixlings is their variety between each of the characters. And then we have our bows here at the front. It is made out of that same kind of translucent material that we see in most of their shoes, but it does have a little bit of a pink pearlescent to it. So I think she's really beautiful, really stunning. Here's her stand. It is kind of that bright pink as well that we've seen, and it says Pixlings on it. The stands are really hit or miss for me. Sometimes they help the dolls, sometimes I feel like they fall over more with them on their stands. I think it kind of depends on the shoes, because the shoes do have that hole at the bottom, which is where the stand goes, and if that hole isn't super tight, then the Pixling's just going to fall off their stand, so it doesn't really help them very much to stand up. I don't think I mentioned her wand. Her wand is currently rubber banded to her hand, but that's just an extra thing that I put on there just to be safe. It does stay on without the rubber band because it does have this little clip here, and it is a pretty sturdy clip. I gave it a little test to see before I put the rubber band on. As you can see, the rubber band isn't even tight. It's just there as an extra precaution in case it does fall off, but like it's on there, which is really nice. Anyway, it starts at the top with a star shape and then goes into that bow and then kind of swirls down, almost like, you know, a unicorn horn swirl type of pattern. And then this little shape down here at the bottom. I'm not entirely sure how to describe that. Some little ornamentation down here. Very cute. We'll take a look now at her next to the other Pixlings, so you can kind of see them back here. So this is going to be a standard doll. This is our Walmart exclusive from the first year, and then this is our other Target exclusive deluxe. So this is going to be the closest to Angelica, which is going to be our winter. So they both came with a headband, they both came with a fabric dress, and they both came with a wand. Winter also came with this cape piece. However, that is something that Angel does not have. However, she does have wings, which is something that we did not have on Winter. Winter is a bunny, so instead she has these little ears here at the top. I could not tell you how much Winter cost. I know I bought Winter on a sale at Target, so I unfortunately can't compare price-wise how much they are, but I would say that they look to be very similar in, you know, level as far as, again, the deluxe, where we have the deluxe has the 2 extra accessories, which is the headband and the wand. And then in the case of Winter, she does have the extra cape, but also I would say that there's less detail in her wand and headband than there are in Angel's, and also her base dress is a little bit smaller than there are in Angel's. So I would say that having that extra cape does really balance them out quite nicely. They get, you know, a similar level of like fabric and detail by adding in that little extra piece back there. And then for our closest match in core doll, we have this one because she does have the little wings. So as you can see on a basic doll, they're going to have a molded on top as opposed to the full fabric dress, and then a fabric bottom here. So far they've all been skirts, but they've been skirts in different materials, but they all have a unique molded on top and a unique skirt pattern, as well as unique shoes, and a lot of them have unique body parts as well. So like Dearly has gloves molded on, we have a molded on like long sleeve with uni here. So like it really just depends on your pixeling. We do have the wings in the back as well with that kind of plastic material. But again, you're not getting any of that like pearlescent-y design to them. So yeah, there is a deluxe next to a standard. The difference really is that these don't come with the additional accessories like the headband and the wand, and that their dresses are molded on top and fabric bottom, whereas this is a full fabric dress. They're, if I remember correctly, not that different in price. I want to say it's like a $5 to $10 difference. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. You know, obviously you'll have to use that for kind of your comparison on whether or not it's worth it to you. But I think that they are. Again, most of my mixlings I got on sale. And of course, like that's always going to be the preferred way to get them. However, I do think that they're worth the price for, you know, the full price as well, which is why I do buy some of them at full price, including Angelica here. Like, I personally, I know not everyone is, but I'm a really big fan of mini dolls. I like mini dolls because I like to take dolls with me everywhere. And having mini dolls means I can take them with me easier. They're a little bit easier to care for. They don't take up as much space. And like I can hold like all of my mixlings at the same time, where I can't hold all of my Monster High dolls at the same time. Obviously I also have a lot more Monster High dolls, but you know what I mean. Like I just really like the size scale for these, and I love the amount of detail and care that you get in them, even with the smaller size scale. So to me, she is totally worth it. Obviously, again, if you can catch a sale, especially because she is a Target exclusive and Target puts stuff on sale all the time, I would absolutely go for it. But if you can't, I still think she's worth it even at the full price. I just absolutely adore Magic Mixlings, as you can see. But like Angelica here is a great addition to that collection, and I think she fits right in with everybody else, and I cannot wait to see how Pixlings continue to grow. Again, it's kind of interesting with like how right now the two collector dolls, or like special edition dolls, I guess is what they're calling them, have the tinsel and like the more shiny details. But from my understanding, the rest of this line may also have tinsel in their hair because it's part of the Shimmerverse. I think this season they're releasing 2 different collections. I think it's the Shimmerverse. I don't remember. I just know I've seen a lot of leaks, and I only really know what actually shows up in the stores. So she's in the store. Her collector's guide said Shimmerverse. So I don't know if that's just this season is being called Shimmerverse, or if they're releasing 2 different collections for this wave. But as of right now, I have Angelica, which, like I said, is the only one that I found in stores. Even now that it's been a couple days later, I've still only ever seen one other Angelica in stores, and I haven't seen any of the other wave 2s, just still more wave 1s. Both at Walmart and at Target. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed filming it. I'll see you next time. Bye!